you guys today. Earlier, I was doing a little bit of testing, and I'm super excited. So we did get some really good feedback from one of our good friends from Wednesday Comics. Marvin had lifted up, "Hey, I don't have Facebook anymore, so how the heck do I get to tune in?" With that, the platform that we use actually does plug in successfully to YouTube as well, so we can go live on our YouTube channel at the same time, which is really nice. So with that, I was working this morning on getting that set up. The support through the platform that we use, BeLive, is fantastic, and so she was very helpful, and we got it up and running. So never hurts to ask for help. Very excited about that. But did want to do just a formal check-in with you guys because I know I had some viewers sneak on earlier, and I'm so sorry. I was staring at the screen all dumb, like, what am I doing? But anyways, you guys, it is Sunday. I finished all of my reads that I picked up last Wednesday. However, the quest is not done. Like I said, I'm still working on a lot of new to me comics. So with that, I have a little bit of a stack here that I'm going to be working through, and this is the most random stuff ever. So I haven't read these yet, but this is what's going on, and what I will be reading before this upcoming Wednesday. So first of all, Uncanny X-Men, I bought a ton of backstock, and so with that, I have a couple of issues that are kind of out of place for me. So I ended up in the high 300s for what I was reading, and so now I'm jumping to issues 419 and 420 of the Uncanny X-Men. So what this means is that when I made my list, I reviewed what I already had, and I'm just trying to fill in holes in the collection and make sure I have just a complete run as best I can, right? And so with that, I am jumping into a part of the story that this is a dominant species, part 3 and part 4/conclusion. I have no idea what happened in the previous 2 issues because I likely read them probably a couple of years ago. So I am really curious to see what this all entails. But these will be the first 2 things that I'll be reading. Up next is a purchase I made from a trip to Minneapolis. This would have been many moons ago. I have not traveled in quite some time, and I sure miss it. And I definitely am looking forward to a good road trip or just getting on a plane and going somewhere for a little bit. But up next, straight from the source, I have the Source Comics and Games variant of Sesame Street issue 1, and it has the store logo on it, and I just thought that was so fun. So I did purchase that while I was at the Source. I love variant covers. I think they're a hoot, and I got to be honest with you guys, I have never read a Sesame Street comic in my life. So I am really excited. I give praise all the time to Power Rangers for taking me back to my childhood, and this might take the cake for that. So we'll see how that one goes. No pressure there. Up next, I think that this is a comic. It's definitely, yep, it's one of the quarter offerings. So this is something that is just completely random. It was just part of my stack of things to read. So I just need to read it and get it filed. 3 all new stories for only 25 cents. DC Nation number 0. So the summer of events starts now. I'm pretty sure this summer would have been probably a summer or 2 or 3 ago. So I have no idea what I'm getting into here. But again, I just love catching up on it. Up next is actually a really cool present. And don't tell my brother this, but my brother worked over in the UK for a while. So I legit got a comic from Dave's Comics. So Dave's Comics. So I think that Dave, the CEO, El Presidente of Rambo Comics here in Sioux Falls, secretly owns a comic shop over in the UK as well called Dave's Comics. That's what I'm seeing here. But anyways, you guys, I will show you guys the tag. He purchased it for £4. So Dave's Comics. So this is Doctor Who from Marvel Comics. I'm a huge Marvel junkie, and Ken loves Doctor Who. Issue 59. So kind of curious to see how that goes. And the scarf is actually matching the vibe from the bathrobe here. So who would have thought? I didn't even plan that. That's random. Up next, you guys, I got X-Men Blue issue 11, and I purchased this because I saw Bloodstorm was appearing in some of the issues here. later on in the series, and I was like, when the heck did she come back? So this evidently deals with that a little bit. Bloodstorm actually comes from the Mutant X series from the 90s, total 90s, and just shameless fun. I thoroughly enjoyed that series from start to finish, and I thought the character was just such a hoot. And so to see her reemerge, it makes me very happy. That is one character I absolutely love from the series. It makes me also think of X-Men Blue pulled in, I believe, cameos from X-Men 2099 as well later on. So definitely kind of an interesting run, and I think that's one I'll probably be looking at completing at some point. We'll see. Space permitting, budget permitting, all that good stuff. Next is an item I won in an auction here. Star Wars reprint of #1. Strictly just loving the artwork. I just, the coloration and everything. I'm really looking forward to reading this one because I've never personally read it before. I have an oversized copy of this in the video game room in the basement that I was gifted, and that one is outstanding as well. But I am really excited to check this out and just give it a whirl. So going to be thumbing through that, getting my mitts on it, and seeing what it's like. And then I guess up next, it's really annoying me that there's this pop-up here that's not letting me click it. Oh, well. There we go. All right. Up next, you guys, Web of Spider-Man. Where is Spider-Man? So I won this. This is issue 18, so just kind of a cool cover. I understand that there might be a little bit of involvement maybe with Venom in there. So looking forward to reading that and seeing what that's like. But again, just kind of that groovy artwork, and I dig it, man. I'm so excited. And then finally, and I'm not sure, I did the I'm going to buy both covers thing, but Marvel Comics issue 1000. So I think that I dug into some of this and then just lost track of time or whatever. There's a lot going on in here. The creative team is just insane on this one. But I will say that recently I've really started enjoying a lot of the DC 80th anniversary issues that they've been doing. So it makes me want to give this one another shot and just enjoy the different creative teams that are featured in here. I also do just need to give it up for this particular cover. Just because there's a lot of Marvel greatness going on there spanning the years, and I really, really love that. Just all sorts of fun things, so I could geek out on about that, and I'm sure I got some of my favorite characters hanging out in there. Boom, Silver Surfer won it. But yeah, looking forward to reading these two and seeing how that goes. So Marvel Comics issue 1000. So that is my little to-do pile before Wednesday. Is getting these things read, getting them entered into the database, and then filed in the comic collection in alphabetical order, of course. So gotta love that. But you guys, this is truly just a test stream. Just wanted to make sure that I could, in fact, stream both to Facebook as well as to our YouTube channel, which is A Comic Book Look Altogether. I am John on Demand. If you want to continue the conversation with me either on here, that's fine. Or if you're a Twitter person, we also are hanging out on there. So @John on Demand and then @A Comic Book Look. I hope you guys are having an excellent weekend. Stay out of trouble. I'm likely going to sneak out here and go try a new beer super quick. And then taking it easy the rest of the day before we jump into next week or this week. Meh, Sundays. What do you do? But you guys know the drill is always not a formal comic book look episode, but we're still going to keep it comic.